I think this book really builds on John's and my last two books, Lead the Work, Navigating a World Beyond Employment, and Reinventing Jobs. Lead the Work really explored the movement of work beyond the organizational boundary and the traditional confines of employment. So, this notion of the democratization of work. While Reinventing Jobs, as you rightly noted, was really about how does automation and how do automation and digitalization now overlay against this transition and changing nature of work? And how do we get to the optimal combinations of humans and machines? And what both books really attempted to do was to provide leaders with frameworks for decision making, and also with, in the case of both books, several dozen examples of those frameworks in action. And I think when I look forward to sort of where this book is coming out, we're really seeing this acceleration of this thing called the future of work. I think Satya Nadella said it well when he said in 2020, in June of 2020, that we've seen a 2-year trend in digitalization get realized in 2 months back then at the height of the pandemic. But I think the impact on the future of work is actually far more profound, as you'll hear from Greg in a second with some of the challenges that we're seeing, because it's not just digitalization that is accelerating the future of work, it's also the acceleration of the democratization of work. So, our growing ability to rapidly decouple work from its traditional confines of space, time, and structure. And what John and I kind of realized as we were sort of working through this particular book is that many of our frames of reference for how leaders operate and make decisions really were changing. We were needing to transcend our traditional legacies of how we thought about work and framed it, this notion of jobs. And what leaders needed was really a new work operating system that enables them to capture the opportunities and address the challenges from those two aforementioned forces that I talked about, and also realize many of the promises of the agile movement, which has much promise but has not fully delivered. And we believe that all those forces and factors to be essential to kind of navigating the future of work.